Hi guys! Well, I hope you all are having a happy Thursday. I wanted to come to you guys today on this snowy Thursday to show you my foundation and my foundation application because we have a brand new foundation out and I love the new foundation, and I haven't gone live about it on here yet, but it is a matte 3D foundation, so you can either get it in matte or luminous, but I'm super oily, so I would rather wear something that's making me look a little less oily. If you are a dry girl and you're like, oh, I want to look luminous, then we do have that for you as well. But I just wanted to come to you and show you a little bit and tell you a little bit about these. So I love these because they come in a lot of different colors. So I can't remember the exact amount, but there's a lot of different colors, but they also come in three. They come in ivory, beige, and bronze. So that's kind of like working with your undertone. And then they also come in either neutral, warm, or cool. So if you were to go out in the sun and you burned automatically and you burn every single time you go out in the sun, you'd be a cool. If you burn the very first time you go out in the sun, but then you don't burn anymore after that, it's just a one-time burn kind of thing, then you would be a neutral. And then if you go out in the sun and you just tan, you never burn, you just straight tan, then you'd be a warm. So I like that there are so many different ways for us to make sure that we're getting you the correct match. So we're matching to see how it goes with your skin tone as well as your undertone. So I love that because it really does allow us to get more of that perfect match for you. So my shade is Ivory N140. So I'm in Ivory, I'm in the neutral, so I burn the first time and then I don't burn again after that. So I like that there are so many shades, so I'm able to find my perfect match. The other cool thing is that this is part of our time-wise. So technically, ooh, they've got a glare on there, but technically this is part of our time-wise. And why that's important is because that means that it's going to anti-age all day long while it is on your face. I don't know about you, but I love that. I love the idea that I'm anti-aging all day long, rather than just like my cleanser and my moisturizers are great in the morning and evening, but I like to know that I'm still anti-aging all day long. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys my matte foundation, how I put it on, what I put it on with, how it looks afterwards, and all that good stuff. So right now I have my eyes on and my lips on, but I don't have anything on my face. It's clean face. So I'm gonna start with primer. So this is our foundation primer. Let's see, this is not, there we go. Okay, so this is our foundation primer. I love the foundation primer. It's one of my favorite products that Mary Kay offers. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out. You don't need very much of this at all. So that is, let's see, all I'm gonna put on my face, just a tiny little dab. And the reason that foundation primer is important, well, first I'm just gonna start like around my nose area, my cheeks, and blend out. But the reason that foundation primer is so important is because our foundation, a lot of the times I find if you, not ours and Mary Kay's in general, but just foundation in general as a woman, when you wear foundation, a lot of times when you answer the phone, you pull the phone away and it's covered in makeup, right? So this is gonna help keep your foundation on your face rather than on your phone. It also has an SPF 15 in there, so it's really layering on that sunscreen one more time, which is important because here in Michigan we have so many skin cancer cases and it's important that we're covering our face every day. So it does have a little bit of SPF in there. And then also it's non-comedogenic. So our foundations and our primers are all non-comedogenic, which there's not very many makeup brands that are out on the market right now that offer non-comedogenic foundations and primers. So what that means is it's not going to clog your pores. It's just going to sit on top of your skin. It's not going to clog your pores, which is so important because a lot of the times we invest this money into our skincare and we're taking really good care of our skin, but a lot of times we still break our faces out because we're using products that are clogging our pores immediately, and we don't want to do that. So we want to make sure that our foundations are non-comedogenic. I know that's a long word, it's a big word, but look for that word. So anyway, I just put on our foundation primer. So I also like to think of my foundation primer and my foundation as a windshield. So right now, if I were to go out in the sun, or not in the sun, out in the environment, and I was to see other people, I would be surrounded by all these other people shedding their dead skin and the environment that has all the bad toxins in it, and that gets into your pores, and a lot of times that's actually what clogs our pores. So the foundation primer and the foundation are super important to be that windshield for us, so that instead of going out and getting all that gross stuff in our pores, it's sitting on top of our foundation. So there's my pitch to you about foundation and foundation primer and why it's really important. So I'm gonna next put on the under eye corrector. So I'm just gonna put this right underneath my eyes. Just need a tiny little bit. And then I'm actually gonna dab this on underneath there. So I don't want to get too close to underneath my eye. You can get as close as you want. I just already did my eye makeup, which usually on a regular day I wouldn't have done my eye makeup. I would do all of this stuff first, and then I would do my eye makeup after I applied the primer and the under eye corrector. Then I would do my eye makeup. So today, since I was showing you just the foundation part, I already did my eyes. So anyway, we just want to pat this right underneath there, being gentle, but patting that right underneath there, and you can tell how much that already brightened up underneath my eyes. We have those dark circles down there, and that orangish color, kind of, that the under eye corrector is. It's got like a little bit of an orange tint to it. It actually kills all of that dark circles underneath there. So anyway, that's what I just applied, the under eye corrector. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply the liquid foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use our blending brush to show you guys. So I like the blending brush because, I don't know, I just like the way it applies. I think it applies a little bit more full coverage than the just regular liquid foundation brush. So I think that's just something that you have to figure out. If you want more of a full coverage, the blending brush is great. If you want it to be super, super light coverage, then the blending sponge. The blending sponge is great. If you want it to be somewhere in the middle, then I actually recommend the liquid foundation brush. So that's just kind of like a personal preference how you want your application to be. In this brush, actually, it looks super dense. Obviously, it's gross now. I just put foundation in it. But it looks super, super dense. But those are actually, you can see it with the foundation in it, that they're little bristles. It's not like a sponge or anything. Okay. So foundations are all buildable. So if you decide that you need a little bit more coverage, you can absolutely build back over the top. Okay. So I've got it on half my face. And my nose. So you can see on this side how like it's a little bit more like clear. On this side you can see a little bit more of the you know, like spots that I have over here, pigmentation issues. So you can definitely see the side with it on, the side without it on. It looks a little bit white right now, but I think that's just because of the light that I have. In person it looks pretty normal to my skin tone. The other thing is that when you guys are foundation matching, we want to make sure we're matching actually here, like on the side of your neck, rather than on the back of your hand. I walk into Target and I see all these people matching on the back of their hand, and that's a totally different skin color than this color on my face. Like, it's like totally, totally different. Okay. I just have a little bit left. The cool thing about our brushes, they have a lifetime guarantee. So if you ever break a brush, you drop it in the toilet, whatever happens, we will actually replace it for free. Mary Kay replaces it, so that's kind of cool. Okay, next I'm going to use the powder, the mineral powder. It has a little thing that you can shut it right here, so it's been shut. Oops. So now I just kind of shake it to get everything out of it. And then I'm going to use the powder brush. And it's already matte, so if you're cool with it being just like pretty matte, then I would just leave it as the foundation. I like my face to be like super, super matte. So I just want to make sure that I've soaked up any oil for the entire day, and I want it to be really, really matte, so I wear an extra powder over the top. Okay, and that's it. That's it. I don't know how long I've been on here. Maybe like 5 minutes. It doesn't take very long, especially when you're doing it yourself. It's like, doesn't take that long. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. And while I'm on here, I'll also talk about this color that I have on my lips. This is Red Roma. It's part of our new limited edition line, and I'm loving it because it's, if you tried the Tenacious Taupe or Spice of Life from the fall line, this is the same consistency in this one. So it's a matte, so it like is super matte. It's not glossy at all, and I don't know, I just love the consistency of it. It's super, super like, it glides really easily. It is easy to apply. It's almost like creamy. It smells really good. I just really like the consistency of it. But we do have 3 new shades out for the winter seasons, and this is probably my favorite one out of the 3. I like the bright red, especially for Christmas season. I think it's a great time to wear a nice bright color. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I just shared with you, showing you how my foundation application and stuff like that. I hope you learned something. If you did, go ahead and share this video, like it, comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great Thursday. Bye.